Hi Georgie,
Hello,
can you
Jenny.
state where you play, your best attribute, and just a bit about yourself?
I'm Georgie Joseph January Keith. I play goalkeeper, and I'd say my best attribute is my reflexes. I am 13 years old. I'm a funny person per se. I know a lot of people, got the connections and all that. And yeah, about that.
Okay. Do you have any aspirations for the team?
I believe we can go far. I believe we are an expanding team. I believe a lot of people do want to join this school. I believe a lot of people are getting better, and I believe the places for the team are getting a lot harder.
Okay. Do you think there's anyone that doesn't deserve to be in the team?
I
Or
don't,
if you don't want to say, you
no,
don't have to say
no,
anything.
I don't know because I think my place in the team is pretty much secure. So I don't think. So I believe that James shouldn't be in the team because he is incompetent, he has too big of an ego, and his overall defending isn't so good. He's crossing, he can't cross, can't pass. He's got a decent shot on him, so I can actually see him with a bit of training as a midfielder, but again, he can't get into the team as a midfielder because there's too many better players ahead of him. So I don't believe he should be in the team.
You're not the only one that's saying that. I've heard a lot of people say that, but maybe we need to reconsider the team for year 9, which is in our next game. Can you state a few, a person or two that deserves to be in the team?
Well, personal too, I've got a bench and starting 11. I believe Aiden should be in the team. I believe, not now, like, I'll be honest, not now, he shouldn't be in the team. But with the training during the 6 weeks, upgrade his fitness, upgrade his strength, upgrade his overall surrounding and defending, I believe he is good enough to be in the team. Maybe not starting 11, but then again, I believe he could be better than Danny, so you never know. And I believe starting 11, take James out, put Aiden in, and put Ziriel in the starting 11.
That's my guy.
I believe that his ego makes him think he's better than he is, but then again, he is good enough to be our main right back. Because he knows his defensive awareness, he knows how to put a cross in, he knows how to pass the ball, he knows how to command the defence, he likes to shout a lot, and yeah, I just think all that.
Okay. Do you think the egos in the team are too big to handle?
Yes and no. I believe the egos can be too big to handle, but I believe they're being managed at the moment. People like Mike are thinking all that, thinking, oh, I can do this, I can do that, I can just stand there, ask for the ball, and do whatever. And Harrison, gets into the fights whenever something doesn't go his way. Danny's being Danny. James, Jesus Christ. I believe the egos can be too big to handle, but they're being managed at the moment.
Okay. Would you say there are any overrated players in the team?
Define overrated. What do you mean by that? You mean
One, popularity, like the only on the team for popularity.
well,
That's one.
popularity, James. I believe because what I mean by that is there are people that are class. Don't get me wrong, but get hyped up too much. Like Micah, he just stands by the goal. He can pass, don't get me wrong. I can actually see that he's got a good pass in him, but he doesn't pass, and he's just too lazy. Daniel, for a striker, he's got a 50-50 finish in him. I believe that could be a problem. Alfie with his ball hogging, I wouldn't say that's overrated per se, but that can be a problem. And with the way people are hyping him up, I believe that will lead to him being overhyped. And there are a lot more names, but yeah.
Okay. You mentioned the Micah not being able to pass in the last question, but do you think he'll be able to pass in that match? Because I know myself as well. He can put in a ball and he can cross. He is very good with his passing and other attributes. But do you think he'll be able to pass in a match? That's a priority from every player.
I reckon he will. I'm not saying he'll pass the ball every opportunity. I do believe he still will be a bit of a ball hog, but I believe he will pass more. Because look at Harrison. we all thought what will happen then. The balls he put in during matches were excellent. He shows that he could be a team player, but he just cares more about impressing certain lady during break times.
Anyway, do you think there are any underrated players on the team?
He's not in the team, but I reckon Midges is underrated. Like, don't get me wrong, he has some aspects of his play wrong with him, but I believe he is underrated. Ziriel, I wouldn't call him underrated, but I think he gets too much hate. Jesse, he can get a bit underrated, but then again, with the way the midfield is going with Dre and Harry, pardon? Oh, we're doing a recording.
Oh, okay. I'm getting that then.
With the way Dre and Harry in midfield, I reckon it will be a bit hard for Jesse to get a midfield. I reckon maybe Winger could do better for him, because I reckon he could get ahead of Jake, but that's my own opinion.
He would have to improve his pace, his strength. He would also, I think, he'll have to improve his dribbling a bit to be a winger. He's got a decent long shot on him, but when he gets his growth spurt and he gets his high, I think he can make a decent winger.
You know, I have to say, I disagree. I believe that Jesse dribbling, while flimsy at times, is good. I believe he's passing 60-40, but when you get to 60, I believe that the height can be a problem, but also can be a benefit, because I think if he builds up his strength, like maybe puts a bit of gym work in, then people will be surprised that they can't muscle him off the ball as easy. And I believe that his height could actually be the benefit if he grows a bit of strength.
Okay, now coming into the end of this interview, if say we had a game next day, who do you think could be in the starting 11 and on the bench?
You know, maybe I'm a bit biased, but I believe I would be in the starting 11.
Definitely.
You know, Josh, don't get me wrong, good goalkeeper, but has some aspects to improve. Like, he can get a bit. I'm trying to find the word. I don't want to say.
Yeah.
I don't know if people will get it, but pouty. Like, he could just stroll around after something goes wrong for him, and
his mentality isn't correct. That's the best way to put it.
I believe Ziriel would go right back. I believe Danny and Cameron would go centre backs. I don't know about left back, because Midges is a better left back than Neville, but Neville is playing better. So I'll put, if it's tomorrow, I will put Neville. Midfield, what formation do you want to play?
We're talking about 4-3-3 classic formation.
Okay.
A little bit of Zinedine Zidane.
So classic, do you want CDM or flat midfield?
CDM.
Okay, CDM,
Well, let's get flat midfield.
flat midfield, Dre, Harry, Jesse.
Yeah.
No, I changed that. Sorry, Jesse, but I reckon you do not know how close that was. I reckon Michael would go midfield. Sorry, Jesse, but I reckon Michael should be in the team in some aspect.
Left wing.
Left wing, Jay.
Yeah.
I reckon striker should be Daniel. But I said 50-50, but then again, the good outweighs the bad.
Especially when you consider his performance against Wimbledon. What a banger that ball. Outside the box, outside the D, bottom right corner, what a finish on the hook.
And then right wing, I reckon Alfie Collins. And then and then the bench, Cedar. If I want to do, I'll do defender, attacker, midfielder. Cedar would be our midfielder. I reckon our attacker would be Ruben. I reckon he needs to earn back his place,
Yeah.
but he should still be in the team. And then defender, Mana.
Ooh.
I
You left a very big name in that team, Aiden, especially when you went to the bench.
Well, yes, but if you're talking about tomorrow, I don't believe he's got the fitness or the overall awareness to play tomorrow.
Okay, thank you, Georgie, for your time in this interview. And we'll end it.